Very good afternoon, Professor. Myself, Meet Gajjar, and my roll number is 00282850T. I'm presenting research report of my business capstone project. As a part of this project, my topic is the research-based report on market expansion and market opportunities in Australia for Sanofi Aventis Limited. So, the research background of my topic is the Australian pharmaceutical market is increasing day by day. Market is increasing at the rate of 10% in last 5 years as per the IBIS World Industry Report. Pharmaceutical products and life-saving medicines are always in key demand in any country, and in country like Australia where healthcare is insured by the Medicare policy of the government, then demand and growth of these products becomes really high. The research methodology is I choose the three different kind of research methodology. The first is the observation and the data collection methods. The second one is I am going to do the analysis of that collected data, and I am going to do the hypothesis and qualitative research on that data. If we are looking at the product and segmentation in Australian pharmaceutical market, so the market is divided into five different segments, and the benefit paid pharmaceutical stands at 53.5%, other pharmaceutical products stand at 16.5%, vitamins and dietary supplements stand at 14.8%, over the counter medications like Panadol and other paracetamol and anti-fever medicines are stand at 12.6%, and other complementary medicines are stand at 2.6%, and overall industry revenue in current financial year is 11.6 billion Australian dollar as per IBIS World Industry Report. The competitors are main obstacles for any new entrance company in Australian pharmaceutical market. If we are looking at the competition, the top competitor for Sanofi Aventis are AstraZeneca Australia, GlaxoSmithKline and Mylan Australia Limited. The AstraZeneca stands at 11.6% market share. The GlaxoSmithKline stands at 8.2% market share, and the Mylan Australia stands at 5.8% market share. The key external drivers are very important for any market, and the key external drivers for the Australian pharmaceutical industry are federal funding for the pharmaceutical benefits scheme, population age above 50 and older, increased day by day pre-diabetic patients, the more and more people are health conscious, and the trade weighted of obese peoples. So these are the key external drivers of the industry. The SWOT analysis are also plays a very vital role when a company is operating and expanding that market in Australia. The SWOT analysis are divided into four parts. The first part is strength, then weakness, followed by opportunity and threats. The strength for Sanofi are higher profit versus the industry average. The Sanofi is global leader in the pharmaceutical industry, and they are the very higher margin in the products as compared to the industry average products. The high revenue behind cardiac and diabetic medications, because cardiac and diabetic diseases are very long term, and the revenue also are very high behind those products. There are high barriers of entry as well in this market. If we are looking at the weaknesses, so there are very high competition in the market, high vitality ratio, high imports, high customer and product concentration from other competitors, and high capital requirement is also required for this industry. If we are looking at the opportunities for this market, so there are high revenue growth uh, as compared to the last year. If we are looking at the financial result of the year 2020, 2015 and 2020, there are high revenue growth in this industry. If we are looking at the expected revenue growth is also increasing by 2.5% in financial year 2020 to 2025, and trade weighted index is also high. If we are looking at the threats are the low revenue growth in the market. There are very high competition in the market. There are very higher prescribers of the patented medications as well, and the customers engagement is also high. So that means the older companies have the very high uh, hold in the Australian pharmaceutical market. If we are looking at the industry outlook, the expected growth of Australian pharmaceutical market in the next 5 years is continuously increasing by 2.2 to 2.5%. That is the positive sign for the Sanofi Aventis Limited. The supply chain is also plays a very important role when company is operating in the new market. um, if we are looking at the supply chain of this industry, the supply chain is divided into two parts. The first part is key buying industries, and another part is key selling industries. The key buying industries are in the first tiers, the pharmaceutical wholesaling in Australia falling, and in the second tier, the supermarkets across the Australia and grocery stores across the Australia are falling. As we all know, the Coles and Woolworths are also selling the pharmaceutical products as well as many multivitamin and dietary supplements as well. Then coming public and private hospitals in Australia, as we all know, all the Australians are insured with the Medicare policy of the federal government, so they can easily purchase any medicine at the discounted price from any hospital. And pharmacies across the Australia, they are also key buying industry for our company. If we are looking at the key selling industry, so in key selling industry, the first tier, the manufacturing industry in Australia, like small scale manufacturers, medium scale manufacturers, and large scale manufacturers are coming in this part. As well as the after the manufacturing, the essential part is the packaging of the product. The packaging is also plays a vital role in in behind any product, and good packaging shows the very good quality of the product. So this is also coming in first tier. And in second tier, the industrial machinery manufacturing is coming. So several kind of machinery and machines also required to manufacture tablets, ointments, and several dosage forms. If we are looking at the major market segmentation in Australia, so the market is divided into total four parts: the export market, wholesaler market, hospital and pharmacies, and other retailers. The export market is stand at the highest with 54.8%, followed by wholesalers which stand at 35.2%, and the hospitals and the pharmacies which stands at 7%, and other retailers which minimal market share and stand at 3%. The Coles, Woolworth, LD, and other retailers fall in the 3% market share. And as per the IBSIL's World Industry Report in 2020, the overall industry revenue is dollar 11.1 billion Australian dollar. So, if the company looking to expand their product into other market, then PESEL analysis plays a very vital role in expansion of the market. So if we are looking at the PESEL analysis fall into the five major parts. The first part is political factor, the second one is economical, the third one is social, the fourth one is technological, and the fifth one is environmental. So if we are looking at the political factor, if a company looking to expand their market in another territory or another area, the political factor plays a very vital role, and state and federal government rules and policy the company should have follow before entering the market. The economic factors are also plays very important role. In economic factors, the exchange rates and many times the share market the and share market and many other markets plays a very vital role behind the sale of many products. And economic factors like earning potential and buying potential of customers also plays a very vital role. Social factors like culturally diverse people and social community, like in Australia, Australian Aboriginals plays a very vital role when company wants to do business in Australia. And the Australian Aboriginal people have several benefits and they have several rights into their jobs, so companies should have to evaluate these factors. In the technological factors, there are novel technologies and new technologies and technology adoption of the employees are fall in this factor. And in the environmental factors like temperature and other factors like atmosphere of the territory, and sometimes the sunlight and high temperature makes an impact of quality of the product and quality of the ointments as well. So company have to analyze this factor before entering into the new market. The key business location in Australia are Queensland, New South Wales, Australian Capital Territory, and VIC, the Victoria. Because in these territories, the highest Australians are living, and the earning potential of Australians are also very high in those areas. So, companies should target those territory first, like Victoria in Melbourne, like in New South Wales, Sydney, Queensland, like Brisbane. So if company target this area, then company can engage more customers and meet the financial targets easily as well. But they don't forget the territories like Western Australia, Northern Territory, South Australia, and Tasmania as well, because the 50% of the population are living in those regional areas. And company can generate a business and more revenue as well by focusing those areas. If we are looking at the stakeholder metrics, the stakeholder metrics plays a very important role when company entering into the new market. The power and interest metrics is very plays a very important role, like for Sanofi, like um, factors the highest level of interest factors like doctors, prescribers, pharmacists, chemists are very high hold in the market, and company have to make good relation with those stakeholders to maintain their business. As well as if we are looking at the management of the Sanofi, CEO, marketing, sales representative, employees, and the shareholders also plays a very vital role, because they are very high impact and high interest into the stakeholder metrics. So companies should have to manage all these stakeholders to maintain their image and maintain their business into the territory. If we are looking at the technology and the system plays very vital role when company entering into the new market, because the many people are very low in technology and very low in computer skills, so company have to train those people and should have invest more and more money behind those people and those employees to engage them to the company and for the better future of the company as well. So what are the key recommendations from my report? So the key recommendation for Sanofi are the company should follow the market reports which are critically analyze and critically evaluate the work as per organization's goal. The company employees should follow the organization goal and should have work as per the basic standards. The target territories, as I discussed, the New South Wales, Australian Capital Territory, the Queensland and the Victoria are the most potential territory for the company, and company should target those territory first, and after that company should go to the regional areas of the Australia. Company should follow the stakeholder metrics as well, and company have to divide the doctors as per the potential, and company should target the customers as per the potential, and customer service is also plays a very important role in this. The At the end of my research, the main conclusion is the market runs on the regular innovation and the relation with the stakeholders. The Australian market is very potential for the new entrants as well as the old competitors. The Sanofi is the global leader in healthcare industry as well as the leader company must work and fight together. As we can see, there is very high entry barriers in the market, but the leading position is very difficult to achieve in the market. The market is growing with the numerous growing population as well as there is increasing the pre-diabetic patients in Australia. Sanofi should target the top diabetologists and endocrinologists are the key prescriber of the new products, and company have to engage those customers and sell those products and promote the products with them. As we know, there is two sides of the coin, and sometimes company make loss and company make profit when entering into the new market. So um, if company follow everything, then it definitely successful decision for the Sanofi Aventis Limited. Thank you so much. That's end of my report. Thank you.